Palm spin isolation. Wow. My arms are getting tired. What up, Flow fam? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a tutorial about that pesky trick isolations. Very much a classic Leviwand trick. Indubitably. We're gonna go over 2 isolation tricks: floating isolations and palm spin isolations. And then 5 tips and tricks to make your isolations better. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, give it a like, and leave a comment down below. Oh, are you checking out my wand life leggings? Yes. Leviwands on my side here. Ooh, so magical. You can get a pair of these pants for yourself. Head over to luxluminous.com. Every bit of money that's raised goes back to funding my channel. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So if you know how to do an anti-spin, this is everything that anti-spin is, but opposite. So with an anti-spin, your prop is making one circle in one direction, and then your body is making another circle in another direction. So when you're doing an isolation, you're gonna be going in the same direction as your prop. So as you can see, the top of my wand is red and the bottom of my wand is blue. And this should help you guys be able to see which side of the wand I'm gonna be isolating. First thing you need to learn about isolations is your palm spin isolations. Oh snap. Oh wow. So for this trick, you wanna go ahead and start off with the Leviwand in your non-native hand. And you're gonna catch it between your index finger and your thumb. From here, you're gonna grab the Leviwand and you're going to let it spin on your hand like a regular old palm spin. Ooh, snap, palm spin. And when you're doing this, you wanna make sure that your hands are bowed out just like a palm spin, because the Leviwand is going to rotate on your hand and it's gonna like run right into your fingers and flip all over the place. You don't want that. Now that we have our palm spins down, we're going to zero in on the top of the wand and we're gonna start isolating. Ooh, nice. Yeah. And now you have the trick. Oh, man, Lux, that's a really hard trick. I think we're gonna need some things to break it down. The first thing you're gonna want is a mirror. Not this mirror, this is too small of a mirror. You need a bigger mirror. And having a good mirror to practice in front of is gonna help get your isolations pretty spot on. That way you can see when it's not lining up properly. The second tip is for when you're practicing and you don't have a mirror. So what you wanna do is you want to take the end that you're isolating, and I like to isolate the top of my wand. And when you're isolating, try to think of it as if the top of the wand is like stuck in space. And you're fixating on a certain object that you're trying to keep covered with the top of the wand. What's really fun to do is to use your friends' heads for your isolation point. I am isolating on my head in the camera right now. On my face. The third tip I have for you are drills. I know, we love drills. So what I want you to start off with is holding your Leviwand, having the ball handle in your dominant hand and the Leviwand in your non-dominant hand, and you're just gonna make a half circle. So you're gonna hold the wand with your thumb pointing towards the top of the wand and the string between your index finger and your thumb finger, and you'll hold it like this. You're gonna release the wand and you're gonna grab it in the same way, but this time my thumb is pointing at the bottom of the wand. So it's the exact same grip, it's just on the other side. And when you're going over, make sure you're making a good crescent shape with your hand. So my hand is kind of making this shape and the wand is making that shape as well. So drill back and forth, keeping the top of the wand isolated here in the center. Then when we go down below, it's a little bit more tricky. So you're going to go down with the wand and it's gonna feel really awkward and you're gonna come back up. And when I drop down, I give the string a little bit of slack in it so that way it can, drop down with a little bit more ease. Just the tiniest bit of slack. It's probably like about a ½ inch of slack. So when I go down, I find that if you have too much tension there, it makes it very hard for the wand to smoothly go back and forth. on the bottom half of the circle. And you're always making sure that your hand position is the same. It's either gonna be pointing at the top of the wand, bottom of the wand, top of the wand, bottom of the wand. That way you can see like what's going on with your hands, because with isolations, it's weird when your hands get all up in there. It's like, what are you doing? And when you're doing this, you wanna make sure that you're stopping in between each point and being really smooth about it. When you have this drilled down pretty good, then you could just start not grabbing the wand at all. For my fourth tip, the Leviwand must be moving in the same speed as your hand. If you're doing like a really fast palm spin and you wanna like start isolating, like you have to isolate just as fast as the wand is going. So I would definitely suggest when you're doing this, do it real slow like. And then, you know, if you want to, you could then do it faster. It's like, ah. And again, Leviwand is not an aggressive prop. You know, just be gentle, like a flower and a bird. My fifth tip for isolations are thumb pushes. I do have very meaty thumbs. Thumb wrestle ya. From my point of view, this looks like a clockwise isolation, but because you guys are in the camera, it is counterclockwise. When you're doing thumb pushes, it has to be going clockwise, because if it's going the other way, you're not gonna be able to do it. So the important thing about thumb pushes is that when you're like doing your isolation and then you lose all your momentum, like, I wanna keep isolating. Well, we can do that. Just gotta push it. Push it. So a great way to practice this is if you're just doing a regular palm spin. As the wand goes past your thumb, you can just push it. And it's the same kind of motion here. So we're going in our isolation, and I'm gonna push, and I'm gonna push. It's very subtle. You can't really see it, but I definitely am using the back of my thumb to keep pushing it and keep having momentum. I can do this all day. No, I can't. I lied. My arms are tired. So those are my 5 tips and tricks to get the isolation down. So now let's go into floating isolations. So the best way that I found to get into floating isolations is straight up from your palm spin isolations. So go ahead and get into your palm spin isolation. And what you're gonna do is you're just gonna drop it down. So you're making more of an elliptical with your hands instead of a big circle. So you see how my hands are kind of going up and they're going down. You can use most of the same kind of tips for the palm spin isolation for your floating isolations. So when you're isolating, you can use the back of your knee to kind of bounce it and give it more momentum. So it goes here. You know what's great about this trick? Is my illusion hand. And get it right on top of there. Oh, is it a one-hand trick or is it 2 hands? We don't know, because it's so illusiony and magical. You should now have your isolations down. And if you have questions, always leave me a comment down below. I'll definitely do my best to help you out. Again, thank you guys so much for subscribing to my channel and giving a like and leaving a comment down below. All the support really means so much to me. My darling child. If you like my cat, give it a like. If you like Leviwands, give it a like. If you like this tutorial, give it a like. Oh, Kimmy, baby. She's just like a kid. She's like, oh, mom. Oh, I love you. Catch you guys next time.